Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot, and today we'll be making another model airplane review. This time, we're reviewing the NG models of American Airlines 737-MAX 8. So this is an excellent NG model, and so NG did a really nice job on it. There is one minor criticism I have about this model, and it's I bought this model to replace my Gemini Disc version, which I will be comparing later on in this video. So stay tuned for that comparison there, and there's some interesting differences. So if you're new to my channel, this is how I do model airplane reviews. So I first review the box of the model, then do an in-depth analysis of the model itself, and then after that, I'll be doing a comparison of this model with the Gemini Jets 2021 release. And then I'll be scoring this model with my JT scoring system, and finally, you'll be seeing some outdoor photos of this model. So nonetheless, let's get started. And proceeding on to the box of this model, so you have your Boeing 737-MAX 8 titles, and this is your typical NG American box. You have your CGI image in the center. You have the American Airlines logo on the bottom left with the officially Boeing licensed product, and the registration which is number 338 Romeo Sierra. Proceeding on to the bottom of the box, proceeding on the bottom box of your Boeing 737-MAX 8 titles, CGI image, registration, and the I number which is 88033. Right side of the box, top of the box, and the left side of the box. And the back of the box is the exact same as the front of the box, but this time you have your I number and barcode, officially licensed product, and the warning labels. And proceeding onto the model itself, and we'll be starting off with the left side of the aircraft. And alright, so starting with the front portion spot here, you have your nose cone, your P-tubes and static ports. You have your cockpit windows, which are looking perfect, great nose shape. You have your nose landing gear. You have the L1 door. The One World logo. I can zoom in even more for you guys. There we go. You have that little blue circle there is the One World logo. You have an underside aerial. You have the American Airlines titles. And the only minor gripe I have about this model is the gray is a little too glossy and dark, so I will have to deduct points for it, but other than that, so far an excellent model. You have your CFM LEAP engine there, and yes, and unlike NG's other Maxes, it does have the proper engine cowling to its proper ring on it, so yes, I know that has been a complaint of NG's past some Max dates, but they have fixed that. You have your chevron detail there. You have your Mercy Escape doors, Mercy Escape pass on the wings. And you can see all the detail on the wings, including the wing struts, ailerons, and flaps. Lots of detail there. You have your split tip wing looking perfect there. No complaints. And you have your left winglet there. And we got two more antennas on top. We have your SATCOM box and the registration, which is number 338 Romeo Sierra, United States flag, L2 door, and the wonderful American Airlines tail. Yeah, the tail's looking perfect. Tail's perfect. Right amount gloss to it. So looking perfect. And proceeding on to the back of this model. So the back of the model is looking perfect with your vertical stabilizers and horizontal stabilizers, your APU exhaust air, and the back side of the wings. And once again, this area is looking perfect. And proceeding on to the bottom portion of this model. So starting off with the tail section, so there is your tail section there with the tail bumper there. So there you go. You got some doors there looking perfect. And you can see the different shades of gray. You have your underside aerial, so you got your two antennas, you got your wing landing gear, and then you got the bottom of the wing. So there's the bottom of the split tip winglet, and you can see all of the wing detail there. And the bottom of the CFM LEAP engines, look at all the detail on there. So that is looking perfect. And you do have a stand hold on this model, so that's something to note there. I know a lot of people have complained about NG's other 747s not having the stand hold. And then you got your red line there, and then proceeding on to the front portion of the model, excuse me. So you have your antenna, you have your nose landing gear there, and then you got the 737-8 titles there. And here is the front portion of this model. So you have your cockpit windows there looking perfect there. You got your nose landing gear. You got the inside of the CFM LEAP engines. Let me zoom in there so you can see the fan blade detail there, your landing light. And there's your left wing and the right wing, and you can see the inside of the CFM LEAP engines. And proceeding on to the right side of this model. So starting with the front portions of the right side here, you have your R1 door. You have your baggage hold there. And then you got the R2 door and another baggage hold towards the back of the aircraft. So that is it for the right side of this aircraft. And now it's time to compare the engine models and Gemini Jet's American Max 8. So there is some differences to note between the models, and obviously, let's start off with the nose. So the noses are quite different on these models. You can see the Gemini Jet's nose is much more pointier and less accurate there, so that is something to note there. So yeah, that's like one of the only complaints I have with Gemini Symphony Max 8 mold. So especially on this really, it's very pointy nose. Nose landing gear is slightly taller on that model as well, so that's something a little different as well. And the Gemini has a slightly better gray shade to it, and the NG is a little too dark. And yeah, the NG is a little dark and glossy, so that's really unfortunate. But overall, the NG mold is better, and cockpit windows look so much better on the NG version. There are differences, of course, the antennas. My model specifically is just missing antenna there, so that's why I'm replacing it there. And you see that black hole there. But the Gemini version also lacks any underside aerials, unlike the NG version. So yeah, this adds a little bit more detail to the models, and not having the underside aerials doesn't really bother me too much, but it's something to note. Another problem with the Gemini version is the rocket ship engines, and yeah, these are just bad. Yeah, the gears don't roll. I mean, they roll a little bit. The nose landing gear does not roll at all. The Gemini one. Something to note. Yeah, let me zoom in there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it does have a slight engine tilt to it, so that's really unfortunate. The engine does not have that problem, so yeah, I'm gonna put this also a little closer together. So yeah, there are some differences that I noted there. So yeah, overall, I do recommend the NG version, just because A, it's going to be easier to find, and B, the mold is better, and only part about the Gemini Max that's better in my opinion is just the American livery is better. So yes, so yeah, that's it for the comparison. So I highly recommend for anybody to purchase the NG models version. Folks, it does conclude today's review. So overall, this is an excellent NG model, scored very well. And the only minor criticism I have about this model is this livery is a little off on this model. So it's a little too glossy and the gray shades are off. So that's why that category has received a 3 out of 5. The wings are perfect, by the way, so ignore that score there. So yes, and the nose, tail, engines, everything else is perfect on this model, and landing gears as well, they roll. And it has proper amount of aerials, unlike the Gemini version. And the quality control is pretty great on this model. This model did not come broken at all, and the gears roll. So yeah, no dents in model, so that's really great to see. So overall, what an excellent NG model. The final score of this was a 40 out of 50 and 8 and 96%. And alright, that does conclude today's review, and here's some beautiful outdoor photos of this model. So overall, this is an excellent NG model, and it will be a great model to add to anybody's American collection. It's great that NG is finally releasing more American narrow buys. Hope to see some A319s, A320s, and A321s soon from them. I did request an A321 that has been approved for production, so can't wait to see that model. Can't wait to review it for you guys. That'll be cool when the review comes out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this review, and have a wonderful day.